Hammerheads? It's your boy Hammer. I'm headed to the gym right now. It is my second workout today. This morning I did a chest workout and some cardio, but I'm heading back to train some arms. Now, this is my second arm day this week. Earlier this week when I trained arms, I went really heavy. Lots of rest between sets. A lot of total sets, but it was a very heavy, intense workout. Did like some negative stuff like that. I had a training partner. So today's workout's gonna be the other end of the spectrum. Probably lighter weight, higher reps, and some supersets. I got a couple ideas for like 3 supersets of each biceps and triceps that I want to do. Also, my last workout was a bicep tricep alternating day. Which means I did a tricep movement, then a bicep movement back and forth. But today, considering the fact that my triceps are slightly fatigued because I did an arm day, then a shoulder day, then a chest day, so it was all presses, I'm going to start with biceps. I'm going to prioritize biceps while I'm fresh, when I have energy in the tank. I'm going to do all my bicep work and then finish off with the triceps. Also, that's just a little bit different than what I did last arm day. So, guys, we're on the way there right now. Let's get to business. Alright, so we started off with dumbbell alternating curl. So we were going for high reps, a lot of volume, and we started with like, I believe 14 reps, but this is supersetted. So what I did was I did the dumbbell curl for 14 reps per arm, and I went straight into a hammer curl for an additional 14 reps per arm without any rest in between. Now, as you can see, I'm using lightweight, but this is not, the goal today was not to go heavy. It was to beat up the muscle in a different way. A lot of volume, a lot of stress. I'm telling you, once you finish these dumbbell alternating curls, you are not going to want to do the hammer curls. The idea is you are stronger in a hammer curl position than you are in a dumbbell curl position. So, even though you can push almost to failure, because it's 14 reps, even though it's a lighter weight, that's almost going to be failure. You can turn into this hammer curl and bang out another 14. But I'm telling you, you're going to be screaming at like rep 8. It's not going to be easy. Notice the sweet Hammer's Gym shirt. You could order yours today via PayPal. Instant 10% strength gain when you wear this shirt to the gym, guaranteed. Now, this is just another set of the same superset. Remember, it's the hammer curl or the dumbbell curls supersetted with the hammer curls. I had to break down to the tank top. I believe this is my 3rd or 4th set, and your boy Hammer had to show off the gains. Now, the thing is, I did about 4 sets of this, and I did like the even reps. So 14 dumbbell curl, 14 hammer curl, 12 dumbbell curl, 12 hammer curl. I believe this was my set of 10 and 10, or maybe 8 and 8. Either way, I didn't show all 4 sets because you guys get the idea. But like I said, 4 sets of each superset. After this, your arms are already going to be blown up full blood, as you can clearly see. Moving right along, we went to a preacher curl plate loaded machine. Your gym might not have this specific machine, but every gym has some kind of preacher curl machine somewhere. And if it didn't, you could even do this with some dumbbells and then a barbell. Because as you can see, you're about to see, what I did here was I did single arm preacher curl. And I believe I started, my first set was about 14 reps per arm, and then once I finished with each arm, then I turned it to both hands. Did not change the weight, but both arms are fatigued at this point, and then I banged out as many as I could to failure. That's what you're seeing right here. Now for these, I believe I did 3 sets of the alternating arm plus the double arm to failure at the end. And I believe the reps were somewhere about 14 per arm, 12 per arm, 10 per arm. Then on the last set, what I ended up doing was just 1 set at the maximum weight I worked up to of the 28 method. This is something you guys have seen before if you watch my videos. The 28 method is 7 regular reps followed by what you're seeing right now, which is 7 extremely slow reps where you focus on the extreme stretch and a crazy squeeze at the top. After the 7 slow reps, it's just 7 reps in the top half of the movement and 7 reps in the bottom half of the movement. And this is just a good little intensity technique that's a great way to make lightweight feel extremely heavy and do a lot of damage, especially on a day like this where we're working on volume and high repetition and getting in and out of the gym quick. This is a perfect intensity technique to throw in there. Moving right along, we did a reverse grip, that's an overhand grip easy bar curl to failure. This is working the brachialis and the forearms extremely well. Keep that form strict, really work the forearm. And then we supersetted this. We went right into a regular grip and burned out just regular easy bar curls. I did 3 sets of this with about 12 and 12 of each, around 10 and 10 or 14, 14. You get the idea, guys. The reps were all pretty much double digits throughout this workout. And here we go, just another angle of the same superset. I think you guys can see how much my forearms and brachialis are working. Then we switch the grips, and there's the regular easy bar curl. And that's going to do it for biceps. And then we switch right over to some tricep supersets. And the tricep supersets started with this. We had a straight bar, cable, underhand press down. Now when you do these underhand press downs, it's very important that you grab the bar all the way with your hand. Your pinky is going to naturally want to come off the grip, but that's going to make you use more of the outside head. And the goal with this underhand grip is to use the inside head of the tricep. We did about 14 reps again, and then we switched to the overhand grip and tried to bang out an additional 14 reps. This is a great superset, especially to start the workout, because the cable is very easy on the joints. It warms up the triceps very easily, and the underhand grip coupled with the overhand grip works all heads of the tricep and really warms up the joint. Now here you're seeing the same superset just from a different angle, and it is getting tough. I did 4 sets of this, and it's again something like 14 14, 12 12, 10 10, 8 and 8. The idea is more reps, but squeezing them, really blowing up that muscle with volume. Moving right along, we did a dumbbell across the chest, single arm dumbbell extension. And what we supersetted this with was an overhead dumbbell extension with the same dumbbell. We did this set a little bit differently because it was just more convenient to go each arm doing the across the chest version of the movement. And then as you'll see in just a minute, I switch back to the first arm and do the overhead movements. And even though this is you get a slight rest while the other arm was working, it's very short, so I would still consider this a superset. But this is a similar idea to the cable press downs, in which the line across the chest version of this movement and then the overhead version of the movement each work a different head of the tricep. You know this reminds me of them shake weight commercials. And then finally, ooh, I'm getting tired. You can hear me yawning. Finally, guys, we did not do another superset for the last movement. What we did was 3 sets of the 28 method. I just explained it for biceps. I'm not going to explain it again. Well, maybe I'll just say it. It was a 7 regular, 7 slow, 7 at the top, 7 at the bottom. Right, you're seeing right now is the 7 slow reps. This was a great machine to do the 28 method on because it really hurts every inch of the way through this movement. And this is one of those machines that's really easy to load up the entire stack and just move it around. But when you do something like the 28 method, it forces you to really focus on using the tricep, squeezing the tricep, and especially on a day like this where our focus is volume, intensity, short rest periods, getting a pump. This was the perfect way to finish off the triceps workout. Alright, so that is it. That arm workout is complete. Like I said, that was something different. Normally I'm in here for about 2 hours crushing arms. But today's workout took all about 45 minutes. A lot of superset, low rest. The pump is insane. We got business done quick. Something a little bit different. Gonna shock the muscles. But try this out, especially if you're in a crunch. Get into these supersets, you'll be out in no time. You're working up a sweat too. So that's awesome. That's all we got for today. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share it, and check out the games. See you guys next time.